Is there something though that connects all of your biggest hits from Smash to Americana and beyond? Like, is there? I mean, whether it be in process outside of you, but like maybe it's process or something that just connects all of them.
I was trying to find stuff that just amused me, but if there's a common thread, I think it's maybe it's something we were writing about that everyone was aware of, kind of subconsciously, but no one had written a song about yet. I think Pretty Fly is a good example of that, or Why Don't You Get a Job, or even Self-Esteem, that kind of guy.
Kids Aren't Alright. I don't think anyone's quite written about that phenomenon like that, anyways.
But I feel like the way they listen to it, and this is by intention, I want them to feel like they're in on the joke. Like we're all in on the same joke, right? They feel like they're part of it, not that they're being, the object of the joke or whatever, right?
Right.
Are you conscious and aware of like what you're writing while you're writing it, or do you kind of just black out and just understand once it's done?
Both, yeah.
Because that's like something that people talk about all the time. Like their biggest hits, people claim is like given to them, like beamed down into them from the universe.
Yeah, I'd say the best stuff is purely inspired. Like I woke up one morning with Self-Esteem in my head, but not the whole thing. It was part of it, and then I kind of went on from there. But yeah.
What part did you have in your head when you woke up?
It was the bass line, the do 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 do, and also, that would be one thing. Like you can sit down on a couch and go four chords, but there has to be a melody that goes with it. So it was that bass line with the I'm running off on the 10th on an A. And so those two went together really well. And I just felt like, oh, wow, how'd I do that, right? But it was, so that was kind of
How do you
inspired.
do it, Dexter?
And then you kind of take it from there. It's not like the whole thing comes to you fully packaged or whatever. But yeah, the best stuff. Give It To Me Baby was another one of those. And yeah, But that was kind of a takeoff on a lot of the rap at the time that was doing the I was kind of taking that to the next level. And I was thinking about that a lot in my head when we happened to be in South America doing radio interviews. So I'm sitting there waiting for the guy, and he's testing his microphone going, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that like, ooh, there's a hook in there somewhere.
Yeah.
If I just add one more cinco, we really got something. I don't know, but somehow that all came together. So that's what I mean. Like one thing kind of goes creatively into another or whatever, but the best stuff is, yeah, just pure inspiration.
Is any of that still happening today?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something off this record that's like that, but yeah, I think it still does happen.
It's interesting. Like Self-Esteem is huge. Like that. I mean, any of these songs surprise you?
How big they got.
Yeah,
Surprise.
and its success.
Yeah.
Its relevancy. I mean, even in where it's synced. I mean, dude, the zeitgeist is nuts. Like,
yeah, it's weird. Like, I think we have a feeling like, oh, this is good. Like, I know it's good. I don't know if it's going to be big or not, but
right.
You know it's good when it's done.
We like it, but yeah.
Yeah. Even with Self-Esteem, a producer didn't like the bass line that I just told you I made up because we talked a lot about what makes songs good and stuff, and he felt like you have to be, I don't want to get too technical, lower in the register. The AC/DC is good because they're heavy and they're low and stuff.
Right.
And he didn't like it when our songs, because they were punk songs, went way high in the register of the guitar or whatever. And it was just one of these weird music theory conversations that we used to have on Ignition. And I took a lot of this to heart. But I really liked that bass line because I knew it was a hook. And he was just like, I don't know, man, it doesn't have it. And then we really went back and forth for a while, and I just kind of stood my ground on I think this is going to be okay.
well, I think it being in the higher register is what made it palatable to everybody.
Kind of cut through in a way, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Made it more like lean a little bit more poppy while still having the soul of a punk song.
Yeah. So it just goes to show you, there's no rules. There's
A little Stanley Clark going on in there. Like,
There's no rules in music, but there kind of are. I don't know. That's the best way to explain it.
well, and that's, I think some of the best music breaks the rules. Something you've never heard before. You're not supposed to do that. When you think a song's going to go somewhere and all of a sudden it turns on you and you go, oh, that was kind of cool. It is that. I wasn't expecting that.